Hello and welcome to Open the Book, and we're going to share another story with you today. Just before the holidays, we shared with you the Easter story from John's point of view, one of Jesus's disciples. This time, we're going to go back a little bit and share with you the story from Peter's point of view. Peter was Jesus's best friend. Do you like being with your friends? What do you enjoy most? Do you play games or watch videos? Or do you go out together? Jesus had some special friends, and we've told you lots of stories about them. But Jesus also had some enemies too. Some people were jealous of him and even frightened because he was different. They didn't like the things he said or what he did. They thought he was dangerous, so they wanted to get rid of him. This made Peter and Jesus's other friends very, very sad. So we're going to open the book and read about Peter's saddest day. What shall we do? Let's open the book.
Peter was worried. Peter was upset. Jesus had told his friends that he was going to be taken away by his enemies and killed. Jesus said,
"You will all run away and leave me."
No, I will never leave you. I'd rather go to prison. I would even die for you.
But Jesus shook his head sadly.
"Oh, Peter, this will happen tonight. Before you hear the cock crow in the morning, you will have said 3 times that you do not even know me."
They walked to a garden. It was very late. Jesus knelt down to pray, but his friends all fell asleep. They were very tired. Suddenly, soldiers surrounded them. They had come to arrest Jesus. The friends woke up, confused. In the dark, the soldiers looked big and scary. The friends were very frightened. Quickly, they ran away, just as Jesus had said they would. Peter was frightened too, but he secretly followed the soldiers to see where they were taking Jesus. He stayed in the shadows and kept very quiet so that no one would see him. The soldiers took Jesus to the house of the high priest. The high priest was an enemy of Jesus. It was dark and cold. Some people who were waiting outside had lit a fire to keep warm. Peter squeezed in with them and tried to warm his hands. He was hoping that no one would notice him. But a little servant girl saw him.
"You were with Jesus?"
Peter was frightened and he blurted out,
No, I wasn't.
but the girl said even louder so that everyone could hear,
This man was in the garden with Jesus."
Peter was very frightened now. People were looking at him.
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
But another man said,
"He's from Galilee, just like Jesus. I can tell by the way he talks."
Peter was angry now.
I keep telling you, I do not know him.
Just at that moment, a cock crowed. It was nearly morning. Peter remembered what Jesus had said. Then the soldiers brought Jesus outside. Jesus looked at Peter sadly. Peter turned away. Although Peter was a big, strong, grown-up man, he began to cry. He saw the soldiers hitting Jesus. He saw them push a crown made of sharp, prickly thorns onto Jesus' head. He heard them all laugh at Jesus. But Peter didn't laugh. He was so sorry he'd let Jesus down. He was so ashamed that he failed Jesus. He watched the soldiers take Jesus away to a hill outside the city. He watched the soldiers hang Jesus up on a cross. He watched Jesus die. Peter was very, very sad. He didn't understand that Jesus died to take away all the bad things that he and everyone else had done. He just knew that his best friend was dead. It was Peter's saddest day.
Oh, poor Peter. He must have felt so unhappy to see what happened to Jesus and know that it did nothing to help him. But don't worry, things turn out all right in the end, as we shall hear next time. Sometimes we do things that we are sorry for later. Sometimes we wish we could go back and change what we've done. Close your eyes and try to remember a time when you might have let one of your friends down. Do you remember how sorry you felt? Close your eyes for a moment. Now I'm going to say a prayer, and if you want to make it your prayer, say Amen at the end after me. Dear God, please forgive us when we let our friends down or make them unhappy. Help us to say sorry and put things right. Help us to forgive them if they have let us down. Amen.